Okay, think about the most common tool you see in any small shop. A calculator, right? We barely even notice them. But what if that simple little device could completely change the game for small businesses? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today.
All right, so let's just paint a picture here. On one side, you've got the way things have been done for, well, forever. We're talking paper notebooks, scribbled notes, cash drawers. It works, kinda, but let's be honest, it's messy. And on the other side, a totally different approach. Digital, smart, and super reliable, all in the palm of your hand. That's the leap we're talking about.
But to really get why this new tool is so important, we have to understand the old way. We need to step into a shopkeeper's shoes for a minute and see what their day-to-day grind is really like. First up, simple human error. I mean, we all make mistakes, right? But imagine you're punching in numbers all day long. One little slip-up isn't just an oops, it's actual money walking out the door. And believe me, those tiny errors add up to a huge problem over time.
And then you've got the whole put it on my tab thing. So many local shops run on trust, which is amazing. But how do you keep track of it all? A messy notebook is a recipe for disaster. Payments get forgotten, amounts get mixed up, and suddenly you're in an awkward spot and you're out of pocket.
And here's the one that people don't always think about: time. All those hours spent after closing, hunched over a ledger, trying to make the numbers add up, that's time you're not spending with customers, or finding new products, or, just having a life. It's this massive, invisible drain on the business.
And look, this isn't some niche problem affecting just a few corner stores. We're talking about everyone. Your local general store, the tailor down the street, the person selling vegetables from a cart, even home bakers and delivery riders. This old, manual way is holding back a whole ecosystem of entrepreneurs.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Now let's talk about the solution. This is where that familiar old calculator gets a serious 21st century makeover.
So what is it? It's called the Trandnados Smart Calculator. And really, it's all about being a bridge. It's designed to look and feel familiar, like a regular calculator. But on the inside, it's packed with tech to bring a shop's operations into the digital age, with a little AI help thrown in for good measure.
Yeah, this is so much more than just a calculator. I mean, think about it. In this one little device, you've got your digital ledger book, a system that automatically reminds customers to pay, an expense tracker, a receipt generator. Heck, it even has a built-in AI assistant. It's like an entire business management suite that fits in your pocket.
All right, so theory is one thing, but what does this actually mean for a shopkeeper on a Tuesday afternoon when the store is packed? How does it really change the game?
So here's the new workflow, and it's beautifully simple. The shopkeeper makes the sale, punches it in, cash or credit, just like they always would. But now the magic happens in the background. The app is tracking everything, instantly. And if it's a credit sale, boom, the system is set up to send automatic payment reminders. The whole manual tracking headache, it's just gone.
And this is what's so cool. Every single one of those problems we talked about has a direct solution built right in. Worried about forgetting who owes you money? You've got automatic alerts for that. Tired of that messy notebook? Now you've got a perfect digital history. Need help with a question? Just ask the AI chatbot. It's a one-to-one fix for every pain point.
And then, here's the kicker that ties it all together. It can accept online payments. A customer can get a link sent right to their phone and pay instantly. This closes the loop. The entire process, from sale to getting the money in your account, is now digital and seamless.
But of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Introducing new tech, especially when you're talking about someone's money and their business, well, that's never simple. There are some very real hurdles to get over. And this really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? After decades of trusting a physical notebook, of trusting their own memory, are shopkeepers really going to hand over the keys to their livelihood to a little digital device?
And you hear this all the time. I'm used to my notebook. It feels safer. And you can't blame them. A notebook doesn't crash, it doesn't need an internet connection, and you can hold it in your hand. It feels solid, it feels real. Making that switch feels like a huge leap of faith.
And those fears get really specific. What if the device breaks and I lose everything? What if someone hacks it and sees who owes me money? I mean, these aren't small worries. They're fundamental questions about security and privacy that have to be answered.
So here's the bottom line. The tech on its own is not enough. Not even close. For this to actually work, you have to tackle the human side of it. You have to help build digital skills, prove that it's worth the cost, deal with things like bad internet, and most of all, you have to earn their trust with rock-solid data security and support they can count on.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. Let's move past the individual shop and look at the bigger picture here. Because this little calculator, it's a symbol of something much, much bigger.
This is really the core idea. The device stops being just a tool you use to add up numbers. It actually becomes a partner in your business. It's helping you manage your money, it's helping you talk to your customers, and it's giving you insights you never had before.
And that is why this is such a big deal. It isn't just about making one shopkeeper's life a little easier. This is about bringing the entire informal economy, all those millions of small businesses that are the lifeblood of our communities, into the digital age. It's about strengthening local economies from the ground up, one shop, one transaction at a time.
So, I'll leave you with this question. If we can completely transform something as basic and everyday as a calculator, what else is out there? What other simple object that we see every day is just waiting for someone to reimagine it and unlock a ton of hidden potential? Really makes you think, doesn't it?